Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Liam's living situation astounds Hope. According to Thursday, May 1st, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester and John Finnegan's secret becomes more difficult to keep, and Liam Spencer's living arrangement will astound Hope Logan. Although Liam wants to keep the secret circle small, B&B followers are aware that he was just diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor. Liam has been pressuring Finn and Steffy to remain silent about the brain tumor that might be the source of his terrible destiny because of this. Naturally, Liam remains committed to finding a way to overcome this health issue. Liam is rejecting the idea of dying and leaving Kelly and Beth Spencer behind because he doesn't want to leave them fatherless. But when it comes to Liam's future, his doctors have been making some ridiculous forecasts. Liam is obviously going through a difficult moment right now and needs to be closely watched, even if he does eventually have a soap opera miracle. It makes likely that Liam would move in with Steffy and Finn at the Cliff home because we know that his living situation will surprise Hope. Hope might have a lot of questions and be left scratching her head after hearing the news. It might be getting harder for Finn and Steffy to conceal Liam's illness. After the jewelry line's success, Will Spencer will laud Electra Forrester while Hope becomes suspicious. Will applaud Electra as she enjoys the aftermath of the fashion show, where her and Ivy Forrester's creations were a big hit. Will may naturally hope that Electra's positive attitude will spark some passionate interactions between them. Will might use this as an opportunity to flirt and test if Electra is ready, as he is keen to advance their relationship. Electra will probably keep applying the brakes, though, which would provide Luna Nozawa with another opportunity to defend Will and play cunning tricks on him. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna will alter her strategy along the way. Follow along to find out what will happen to Will and Electra's romance. Electra's success, Liam's big move, and Hope's suspects. Here are the spoilers for Thursday, May 1st, 2025's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans may anticipate Hope Logan being skeptical after learning of Liam Spencer's new living situation in the upcoming episode. Electra Forrester is also congratulated by Will Spencer on her achievements and happiness. That's never a good sign in soap operas, so let's begin. The living arrangement of Liam Spencer. Fans can anticipate that Liam will have a new living arrangement in tomorrow's episode. I don't know if the place Liam moved to after leaving Hope's cottage was ever addressed. Liam is undoubtedly unable to remain with Bill Spencer. Liam shouldn't be left alone either, and if he's dying, he'll most likely refuse to spend the rest of his life in a hospital bed. It is reasonable to assume that Liam is invited to stay with Steffy Forrester Finnegan and John Finnegan. Shin may think that in the event of a medical emergency, the good doctor will be close by. Additionally, Steffy will want Liam and Kelly Spencer to be together as often as possible. Logan is suspicious, I hope. But Liam and Steffy share more than simply a child together. Additionally, Liam and Hope have a daughter named Beth Spencer. Hope's statement that she hadn't heard from Liam in a long time and even worried that something was amiss is a little strange. Liam will eventually have to confront Hope, despite his desire to keep his incurable brain tumor a secret. Liam might have a lie to tell Hope about his new living situation. She will be skeptical, though. Hope might begin to question Finn as a result. Despite Finn's prohibition from Hope, they used to be friends. Finn will also find it difficult to lie to Hope about her dying ex-husband because he has empathy and a moral sense. The involvement of young children makes this particularly true. The happiness and achievement of Electra Forrester. According to tomorrow's teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Will congratulates Electra on her happiness and accomplishment. Knowing Will, he will want to have a private celebration. But Electra may excuse herself again. I wish Electra would simply quit being so demanding and inform Will that she is a virgin. May 1st, 2025 Thursday. Returning to Electra's success, don't count on it lasting. Despite Electra's apparent merit for happiness and success, Luna Nozawa is planning the demise of her adversary. Liam Spencer had always been trusted by Hope Logan. She thought they had finally found peace despite their difficult background and the continual meddling of Steffy and others. But lately, Liam had changed in some way. He was aloof, irritable, and evasive, constantly saying he was exhausted, preoccupied, or just thinking. Hope initially dismissed it. After all, Liam's latest medical crisis was just one of many things he had experienced. Her senses took over, though, as he began to disappear for hours on end and become irate at the smallest inquiries. Hope felt something wasn't right. The odd tone in his voice when she brought up Steffi and the way he avoided making eye contact when she inquired about his day were the first small details. Hope saw him texting at strange hours, and as soon as she got close, the screen changed over. When they made love, he stopped looking her in the eye. It felt forced, even their previously effortless rhythm as best co-parents. What was different? Hope overhearing Liam on a private phone conversation was the tipping moment. Thinking she had gone upstairs for the night, he was in the kitchen. "No, she can't know because I haven't told her yet." "Not yet," he said in a desperate whisper. With her heart racing, Hope froze at the top of the stairs. To whom was he speaking? What did he conceal? She had trouble sleeping that night. Hope's typically composed demeanor had vanished by morning. Liam was cornered in the living room while she demanded answers. "Liam, are you keeping something from me? Is there a new relationship between you and Steffi?" Her voice trembled with emotion as she asked. However, Liam shifted the topic by deflecting. "I've simply been juggling a lot. I don't want to tell you everything." That was no longer sufficient. Hope began to look into it quietly. She asked pointed but ambiguous questions to Finn, Steffi, and even Thomas. The most significant sign was Finn's uneasiness. He was obviously caught in the middle when he said, "I really think you should talk to Liam directly." Hope knew everything she needed to know from that. Something was happening, and the fact that everyone was shielding Liam from harm was already awful. Liam eventually snapped when she faced him once more, this time with greater composure. He admitted, "I didn't want you to worry. There is something wrong with me." He broke down, admitting a coming diagnosis that he was too afraid to confront, much less bring her into it. The experts believe it might be serious. However, the harm had already been done. He had decided to lie in order to keep her out, not because he was ill. Even if Hope's skepticism had brought her to the truth, the betrayal still hurt. Liam needs to do 3 things before he passes away. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer's health is in grave danger and it doesn't appear that he has much time left. The Bold and the Beautiful, do you want more? In order for him to depart from this world without any debt, these 3 things need to occur. Despite Liam's denial, preparations must be made for his brain tumor diagnosis. 1. Get ready for the future of his daughters. Liam has an obligation to look after his girls as a responsible parent. This indicates that he makes peace with his baby moms, Hope Logan and Steffi Forrester. John Finn Finnegan, who serves as a father figure in their lives, must also be involved. Who will assist Liam in making sure the daughters have a stable financial future? He should also leave behind films or other souvenirs. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam will face challenges in the coming weeks, but he still has 2 tasks to do. 2. Make amends with Bill. Liam and Bill Spencer are not speaking because of a major outburst that occurred prior to the medical emergency. It's time for Liam to mature and tell Bill about his incurable brain tumor. Unresolved business should never be left behind because it stalks those who remain. We believe that strong Bill can find Liam an experimental trial that could save his life because Liam cannot conceal this for long. 3. Help Hope and Steffi make peace. For the sake of the children, if nothing else, Liam must assist Hope and Steffi in putting their differences behind them. If their father is absent, Beth and Kelly Spencer should have mothers who get along. How likely is it that Liam will persuade Steffi and Hope to be amiable before he dies? Let us know if you believe Liam will die, BNB fans. We hope not, but perhaps Finn has more magic in him because he has already saved the life of a Forrester. Is there a long-lost child for Carter? Everyone is wondering if Carter has a long-lost child, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. If so, would he soon have a storyline of his own in which he re-establishes his relationship with his child, similar to what Finn recently did with Luna? Perhaps. For all the information you require, continue reading below. Carter Walton fans are hoping for a storyline soon. Many admirers would concur that Carter Walton seems to be little more than the hot piece in this made-up Los Angeles village. If he isn't attempting to take over Forrester Creations, he is either doing that or destroying marriages and relationships. However, many viewers would prefer to see a plot with a slightly deeper significance for the character. This will also provide fans the chance to learn more about Carter's background. Viewers still don't know everything there is to know about him, despite the fact that he has been on the show for many years. In addition, they are unsure of what exactly motivates him. A long-lost child would be an excellent new plot point. Fans will be able to make connections between Carter's history and his present if there is a plot point where he is introduced to his long-lost daughter or son. It might be overly dramatic, but it would be worthwhile to have some understanding of this man's true nature. Since other guys like Bill and Ridge have dominated the majority of the storylines over the years, he has essentially served as nothing more than visual candy for fans. Isn't it time for a change? Fans of the bold and the beautiful, however, will just have to watch every day to see what happens next. We suspect that much more is about to happen, so keep an eye on this area. Following the revelation of Daphne's plot, Liam's encouragement gives Carter hope again. B&B spoilers. After discovering that Steffy Forrester and Daphne Rose plotted to destroy Carter Walton, Hope Logan might give him another opportunity. In the meantime, Hope is unexpectedly persuaded to change her mind by Liam Spencer. As Daphne's scheme with Steffy is revealed, the reunion of Carter and Hope is in jeopardy. Hope Logan and Carter Walton are at a turning point in their relationship, and the drama on Bold and Beautiful is intensifying. A startling discovery is set to completely upend this once promising couple's world just when it looked like there was no hope left. Katie explains Daphne and Steffy's crazy plan. In a shocking turn of events that will completely upend Forrester Creations, Katie Logan is going to reveal the deceptive plan that Steffy Forrester and Daphne Rose have been putting together. Katie learns the startling truth after listening in on a candid chat between Daphne and Zend Forrester Dominguez. Steffy invited Daphne to Los Angeles with the express purpose of seducing Carter and ruining his relationship with Hope. An insider familiar to the program says, Katie will call Daphne out and push her to confess that she's been influencing Carter on Steffy's orders. Given Katie's determination to shield Carter from additional manipulation, this encounter is sure to be combustible. Carter's response to discovering that he has been duped will be nothing short of explosive. This betrayal was particularly painful because, after all, Daphne has been controlling him much more than Hope ever did. Liam's astonishing support encourages hope for Carter. Liam Spencer is actually urging his ex-wife Hope to reevaluate her relationship with Carter in a stunning turn of events that nobody anticipated. Liam tells Hope that life's too short to hold grudges and implies that Carter merits another shot during what is sure to be an emotional encounter. When Hope finds out about the plan that initially caused them to split ways, this unexpected encouragement from Liam might be the last straw she needs to let Carter back into her heart. Her exit strategy is complicated by Daphne's feelings. The fact that Daphne has become genuinely fond of Carter while carrying out Steffy's plan only serves to complicate matters. Daphne, who was first assigned the simple mission of causing friction between Hope and Carter, is now actually drawn to the guy she was meant to control. Daphne will probably claim that all that's over now that the Forresters are on the throne again when Katie confronts her, but this justification won't shield her from the repercussions of her behavior. Daphne's position becomes more and more untenable as the truth gains traction within Forrester Creations. Paris will soon return as scandal breaks out. All indications suggest that once her deceit is completely revealed, Daphne will leave Los Angeles quickly. According to sources, Katie will make some predictions about Daphne's Paris return, implying that the con artist's time in Los Angeles is coming to an end. Daphne will probably have tense encounters with Hope and Carter before to her departure. Hope once told Daphne to back off when she saw her kissing Carter, saying, "Carter's taken and that no more romantic plays should be made." Do you recall that? When Hope learns the whole truth about Daphne's betrayal, that conversation will seem insignificant in compared to what lies ahead. Will Hope and Carter be reunited by this revelation? The shocking disclosure regarding Steffi and Daphne's deception might be just what Hope and Carter need to get back together. They may gain the perspective they need to start anew when they realize that their relationship issues were caused by outside sabotage rather than incompatibility. The groundwork for Hope and Carter to maybe repair what was lost is being built with Liam's unexpectedly supportive reconciliation and the revelation of the manipulation plot. Will Carter's fall into Daphne's trap be forgiven by Hope? Is Carter able to get over his sense of betrayal from Steffi and Daphne? And will Steffi suffer any repercussions for her involvement in this plot, or will she escape unharmed once more? Betrayal is a common theme in The Bold and the Beautiful, but not all betrayals are made equal. Hope Logan suffered a terrible blow when Liam Spencer abandoned her, but in some ways, Carter Walton's treachery might have caused her even more pain. Although both men were crucial to Hope's existence, their betrayals had varying degrees of impact, revealing the brutal realities of trust, love, and emotional survival in the competitive world of the Logans and Forresters. Because of their tumultuous relationship, Liam's adultery was nearly inevitable. His indecisiveness between Hope and Steffi became a distinguishing characteristic, making his betrayal both tragic and nearly inevitable. What Hope already knew, that Liam was untrustworthy, divided between two women, and incapable of genuine commitment, was confirmed when he crossed the line with Steffi, again. She had secretly prepared herself for the betrayal, so even though it hurt, it didn't completely destroy her. The true tragedy of Liam's infidelity was not the deed per se, but rather the way that years of his ambivalence eroded Hope's capacity for trust. Carter, though? He was betrayed in a different way. It was about loyalty, trust, and the appearance of safety, not just passion. When Liam faltered, Carter had positioned himself as Hope's confidant and a pillar of support. He was the guy of honor, the one who supported her while others failed her. His betrayal felt like a knife to the back because of this, regardless of whether it was the result of a covert partnership, a secret affair, or a moment of weakness. Hope had come to expect disappointment from Liam. She had dropped her defenses with Carter. Why Carter's treachery hurts Hope more than who did is the question. Carter's infidelity was a failure of character, but Liam's was a failure of love. Hope believed in Carter's ethics, but she had come to terms with Liam's shortcomings. Her faith in the few people she believed she could really rely on would crumble if he betrayed her, which would be more than just a personal injury. Then there's the aftermath. The pattern of Liam's betrayals was always the same: tears, forgiveness, and brief reunion. However, Carter's treachery? That might completely alter the game. It would be more than just a romantic catastrophe if he went too far, whether it was with Steffi, Brooke, or even an outsider like Daphne. It might cause Hope to doubt everyone around her, erode professional trust at Forrester Creations, and splinter alliances. In the end, Hope had already survived the storm of Liam's infidelity. However, Carter's treachery? The entire foundation might collapse due to that earthquake. Hope has doubts about Liam's living situation. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan will start to suspect Liam Spencer. Hope has previously stated that she hasn't seen or spoken to Liam in a few days. Why hasn't Liam visited Hope or at least given her a call since they both have a daughter? The situation is becoming increasingly bizarre, and something quite suspect is happening. Liam Spencer constantly monitors his children. Liam is an excellent father who often inquires about his kids' well-being. But it's been a few days since Liam last called or visited to see their daughter. Hope has to contact Liam since she is starting to worry about him. When Hope phones Liam, will he answer? As Liam attempts to cope with his diagnosis, will he still stalk Hope? Liam recently made it a point to have a special dance at the Cliff House with his daughter, Kelly Spencer. Liam later discovered, however, that he has an inoperable brain tumor. Liam also doesn't want anyone else to be aware of his situation. Is Liam going to change his mind? Liam Spencer is going to reconcile with his father. Liam and Bill Spencer will reconcile. Fans will recall the heated argument between Liam and Bill before Liam passed out in his father's living room and Bill stormed away. When Liam attempted to depart, he passed out outside once more. It's unclear if Liam will inform Bill about his condition when they go out to lunch. While there is currently no recognized medical solution to treat him, Liam is looking for ways to heal himself. Liam is committed to surviving this tumor and recovering for his children. However, because he won't stay at the hospital, he might wind up living with Steffi Forrester and John Finnegan. It's concerning that Liam Spencer's living conditions have changed. Hope will get concerned about Liam after learning of the shift in his living situation. Liam, though, is adamant about Hope not knowing this information. Hope and their daughter are the victims of Liam's utter injustice. Just like Steffi, Hope has a right to know what's happening. Why is Liam blocking Beth Spencer and Hope from knowing about this? Liam has several options for where to stay. After receiving his diagnosis, Liam can't be left alone. Liam ought to be in the hospital, of course, but that is unlikely to occur unless his condition significantly worsens. Maybe Liam's physicians can think of anything to aid him for a short while. Will Liam's living situation cause any alarms to go off?